Hi, welcome to today's video. So today's video is a little bit different. Today I thought I would do like a hidden gems at the drugstore style of video. Recently I did come across a few products in my collection which I felt like are so good but nobody really talks about, or at least I haven't seen too many people talking about them. So I thought I would just gather them and just talk about it today. So the primary product that kind of inspired me to do this video are these quads from the brand UOMA by Sharon C. So UOMA by Sharon C is actually a sister brand to UOMA Beauty, which is more of a higher end brand, and their drugstore version is basically called UOMA by Sharon C. And the drugstore brand is found both at Walmart and I think even CVS as well. I've seen it at some CVS. I think I've seen it somewhere in CVS, some of the CVS's. And I've also seen this being sold online on UOMA Beauty's website as well. So these are the places where you can get the brand. And I did do like a dedicated video on the brand maybe like a month or two ago, where I actually tested a lot of products from the brand. And I have to say that these eyeshadow quads were one of the standouts to me from the brand. But at the same time, I don't see too many people talking about these quads, probably because I think these came out a little bit later after the brand initially launched with a few products. So yeah, this was kind of like a second launch of the second round of product launch that the brand did, and then therefore I guess not too many people sort of realized this was out, or I don't know. I just don't see too many people talking about them. But these quads, the eyeshadow formula is absolutely beautiful. They are comparable to any higher end product that I have, any higher end eyeshadow quad that I have. The shimmers are very nice, creamy. There's barely any fallout. The mattes are very pigmented. They blend really well. They're not like dusty. They don't like blend away into nothing. They just perform really beautifully. These quads are also made in the US and they're priced originally at $10, but right now I think at Walmart, at least for the last 2 months, these have been reduced in price to like 50% off. So you can get them for like $5, which I think is an even better price. Even at like full price of $10, I think these quads are really worth the price. Actually, for today's video, I really wanted to wear one of these quads, but unfortunately my eyes are kind of irritated. I think it's basically the allergies and everything. I don't know, it's just generally itchy and just not in a good shape, so I don't want to like further aggravate my eyes by putting any eyeshadow or any eye makeup on, so I have nothing on my eyes today. So both these quads are absolutely gorgeous in my opinion, and I highly recommend that you check them out. So I think they have a total of 3 different quads. There's one more quad which I didn't pick up because it's extremely warm toned and I don't think I would wear those colors. But out of the 2 that I have, the one called Dreaming, which is this one here, this one is basically my favorite because it's more of a neutral, everyday usable kind of a quad. Again, even this one is pretty much a warm toned kind of quad. It's not, I don't think they have, out of all the 3 of them, I don't think there's any quad which is cool toned. I hope they come out with more quads because like I said, the formula is absolutely gorgeous. And if they come out with a cool tone version, I would totally buy it because yeah, like I said, the other third version which is there is a little too warm for me. So yeah, so this is actually my favorite one out of the 2 that I have. And this one, the quad Dreaming, basically comes with one traditional metallic and one is a little bit more like a shimmery topper, and then it comes with very nice matte shades, 2 very nice matte shades which are totally up my alley. So this is my favorite quad out of the 2. The second quad that I have has this really beautiful pop of green, which is basically why I picked it up. And this one is called Big Spender. And this one also, the matte shade here, there's only actually one matte shade in here, which is like this dark green. And that one blends so beautifully and it kind of stays that dark green on your eye. So a lot of times the darker shades in a lot of drugstore quads, they do tend to kind of just fade away into just a black mess versus actually retaining like the dark colors. This one actually stays dark green, so I'm really impressed with the formulation. And the 3 shimmers in this quad are also really beautiful, very buttery, soft, creamy shimmer shades, and there's absolutely no fallout. So I'm actually very happy with these And I think I mentioned, right, the formula is made in the US. Yeah, both of these quads are actually made in the US, which is also another big plus for the actual price. So yeah, so these are two products which, I mean, these are products which I haven't really seen too many people talk about, and I personally think they are so worth the money, and they are very much hidden gems in the drugstore, and I highly recommend checking them out. So that's, like I said, this was the product that inspired this whole video. So now let's get to the face or the base makeup. So the this is also actually from Walmart. So this one is from the brand called Relove. This is actually another one of Makeup Revolution's sub brands. And I basically found this maybe like a month or two ago at Walmart. I think it just released like 2 months or so in the US. I think this brand Relove has been in the market in the UK for a little longer. This one is the Super Serum Hyaluronic Acid Foundation from the brand Relove. So yeah, I just basically went on the whole spiel about the brand and didn't really talk about the product. So this particular foundation is so beautiful. It just looks like skin. It gives you like this very nice airbrush look, and it's got pretty good coverage too. In fact, I need just like a single drop of this. This is a serum style foundation, so I just need like a teeny tiny drop, and that's enough for my full face for me to get like the type of coverage that I like. I don't like full coverage. I generally like maximum a medium coverage, and yeah, just with one drop I'm able to get like, you know, a very nice even skin and even base. And because I think it has hyaluronic acid in the formula, it kind of gives this nice plumping effect to the skin. I personally feel that kind of a difference when I use this foundation. And yeah, overall it just looks really beautiful through the day. I've worn it for at least 8 hours and it stays very nice. And of course, if you have like oily skin, I have a feeling it might get a little greasy after a few hours, because it does tend to look a little bit, what do I say, a little dewy by the end of the day for me, and I have dry skin. So yeah, so that's one of the things that you probably need to keep in mind. But I think this would work really well even for combination skin, and this would really work well with for those who have very dry skin as well. This one, I think the only drawback about this foundation is that it doesn't have too many shades, and because I think it's like a serum-y style foundation, I guess a lot of the shades are supposed to cater to like a few shades of a couple of skin tones. I think that's how they intended for with this particular range. But I find that the undertone is generally very peachy to neutral. So if you have very warm undertones, yeah, extremely warm undertones, you might find it a little difficult to find a good match. Even for me, if I try to do this as a full coverage, you can kind of detect that it's not the undertone is a little bit off. So yeah, so that's the only main problem with it. But since I use just a drop of it, I can sort of get away with, you know, this color match not being like super perfect. So the shade that I use is basically F8.5, which is, I think, from, if I remember right, it's basically catered to those with medium skin tones. There's one more skin tone which is above this, which looks a little too dark for me, and there's another shade which looks like the shade just below this is a little too light for me. So yeah, so if you have medium skin tone, you probably would land up having to choose 8.5. And if you have very strong yellow undertones, if you try to do a full coverage look, it might show up a little bit off. You know, the undertone you can make out like it's not the right undertone. So yeah, like I said, it comes with like a dropper style application, and it is pretty liquidy, as you can see. And yeah, overall, like I said, it's very easy to use, and it has pretty good coverage. Even with a single drop, I'm able to like do my full face and it looks pretty flawless. So I really love this foundation, and I think this is priced like at $5. And again, I haven't seen too many people talking about it. Again, I think it's probably because it's a little hard to find your shade, considering they don't have a huge shade range, and the undertones all are a little bit more pinkish to neutral. So if you have a warm undertone, you might find it a little difficult to find your shade. So Yeah, so this one I really like the actual finish on my face. In fact, I'm actually wearing this today on my face. I just used a single drop and I just put one drop on my hand and then just used my brush and kind of stippled it all over my face. So yeah, I like the finish and kind of gives a very nice glow to your face. So yeah, my dry skin really loves that foundation. Now, the next product that I want to talk about is actually a lip gloss slash, actually, no, it's not a lip gloss, it's a lip tint slash cheek tint, again from the same brand, from basically Relove by Revolution. And it's basically called the Baby Tint. And this one is priced at something like $2.50 or so. And it's a very cute mini size. And I actually like the fact that it's a mini size because these kind of products, at least I don't finish them. I never finish them. So I like that there's less product and, and it's priced less as well. So you don't really have to worry about finishing up something like this. So this particular lip and cheek tint, I personally like this more on my cheeks than on my lips. On the lips too, it's actually very comfortable, but this particular shade that I have called Blush looks much more prettier on my cheeks than my lips. It's a bit too, it pulls a bit too orange when I wear it on my lips, but on my cheeks, it just blends into this very beautiful shade. This is what the shade looks like. So this is the shade called Blush. And if you can see it, see in the swatch here, it looks very much like a pinky brown type of shade, but on my lips, it kind of looks a little bit too orangey. I don't even know how it happens, but yeah, it just doesn't, there's like, it shows very strong orange undertones on my lips. But on my cheeks, I'm actually wearing it on my cheeks today. On my cheeks, it just looks like super nice, natural flush. So this is a very nice neutral blush for me to wear with, whatever eye look and whatever lips that I'm doing for the day. It's like an easy to pop on sort of cream blush. And the formula is very easy to blend. It doesn't, leave your skin feeling tacky or sticky. It dries down. At the same time, it gives you enough time to like work it into your skin. So you don't have to worry about it being splotchy and leaving like little bits of, patches all on your cheeks. So that way I really like the formula. And it has no scent either, which is great if you're planning to use this on your lips and you don't like scented lip products. So overall, I really enjoy this particular tiny little lip tint slash cheek tint from the brand Revolve. They do have a couple of other colors. In fact, they have some very bright colors as well, which actually might make very nice blush shades. So I might explore more of these. And again, I haven't heard too many people talking about them. I have heard people talking about the gloss from this brand, which I haven't tried actually, which everyone says is pretty good. I think I saw a recent video where somebody said that it's very much comparable to higher end brands, the lip gloss from this brand. The tint, not too many people are talking about, and I really like the tint on my cheeks. So yeah, so this is another hidden drugstore gem in my opinion. Now, the third product, this is the fourth product that I wanted to talk about, is actually a contour stick slash bronze stick, which has been in the market for a really long time, but I don't see too many people talking about these in the recent years. I mean, everybody is into cream products, but this has been around in the market at least for 5-6 years or maybe even 10 years. I'm not sure how long it's been in the market, but this product is absolutely beautiful. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glo Contour Sticks, and I have this in the shade Call Me Maple, which is like the perfect shade if you have my skin tone. It just looks so beautiful if you kind of not exactly contour, but you kind of bronze near your cheeks, and if you want to sculpt your cheekbone a little bit, this is perfect. The shade is beautiful, and also the formula is fantastic. It just glides onto your skin so easily, and it's so easy to buff into your skin as well. And again, not patchy, not splotchy, super creamy, super nice, and it stays put the whole day as well. It doesn't really disappear or anything. So neither does this one actually. I find this to be also pretty long wearing. So yeah, I love this. I love this product. And again, like I said, I don't see too many people talking about them, probably because it's been in the market for so long. And now, there's just so many brands bringing out these kind of products. So everybody is chasing after the newer products and therefore forgetting some old old is gold type products. So this one is absolutely beautiful, and I highly recommend checking this out. Again, this is priced somewhere between $3 or something. I think 3 or 5. It's definitely not above $5 at least. Yeah, that much I'm sure of. I think it's like $3 or so, which I think is a very beautiful price tag for something like this. Did I just say beautiful price tag? It's a very nice price tag for something beautiful like this. That's what I meant. So yeah, so this is one of my favorite cream contour slash bronzer sticks from the drugstore. And yeah, it's not exactly a hidden gem because I think a lot of people are aware of it, but they don't really talk about it or use it as much anymore. So it's something like you need to rediscover this product. Now, the next one is actually another product again, which is, oh, this is, yeah, this, I haven't spoken of any hard candy products, have I? No. Yeah, this is actually a product from Hard Candy. This is pretty new. I think this was released sometime early this year. This is the Hard Candy Face Off Highlight in the shade Champagne Breakfast. Now, this one is basically a stick format highlighter, and I love this one. This also comes with a little brush at the end, which I haven't actually used, but it seems like you can use it in a pinch. This one I think is priced around $7, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous for the price. It comes in 3 different shades. I have I think the shade which is more suitable for medium skin tones. There's one which is lighter than this, and there's one which is a little bit more bronzy looking in my opinion. I think it's something called rose gold or so. Anyway, this shade Champagne Breakfast has like no chunky glitter particles. It has a very beautiful what do you say, a creamy pearly type of a finish on your cheeks. And this one kind of reminds me very much of the Benefit What's Up highlighter. I used to have that a long time ago, and it was one of my favorite highlights, long before the highlighter craze, long before the cream product craze. That was a very beautiful highlighter, and I think I should repurchase it at some point because I still have very good memories of that product. And this one kind of reminds me of it. The What's Up highlighter is a little bit more intense, if I remember right. This one is a little bit more toned down, but again, if you actually go over the area, the area where you've put your highlight, if you go over it a few times, you can kind of build it up to kind of give you the same intensity as the What's Up highlighter from Benefit. This one, like I said, because it doesn't have any visible, specks of glitter, it kind of gives you this very nice, natural looking glow. And yeah, so if that's the kind of glow you're looking for, I highly recommend checking this out. It also stays put for the whole day, although it's a cream product. Then again, my skin is dry, so therefore I rarely have issues with cream products disappearing on me throughout the day. But yeah, this one again, I have had no issues. And it's also priced very nicely. It's priced at like $7, which I think is a super good price, considering right now how a lot of products are pretty much like, drugstore products. Some of them are actually priced almost as like mid-tier level, a luxury brand pricing. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, this one is actually very nice. So I highly recommend checking this out. Again, this one also, I've heard a lot of people talking about the liquid blush in this line, the new line that Hard Candy has come out with, which is also a fantastic product. Again, that's also priced somewhere around $7-8, but I don't see too many people talking about the cream stick highlight that they've come out with. So yeah, so which is why I thought I would mention it as a hidden gem at the drugstore. So yeah, highly recommend this one. I'm not sure how the other 2 shades of this highlighter perform, but this particular one, Champagne Breakfast, absolutely beautiful. No visible specks of glitter, so I absolutely love it. So yeah, that is my pick for highlighter. Now for lips, I actually have 2 different products. The first one is a matte lipstick, and this one is from the K-beauty brand Pera. So it's kind of drugstore pricing. You can easily find this on Pera's website, on Pera's storefront on Amazon. That's where I picked this up. This is kind of priced somewhere around $10 or so. So it's pretty much drugstore pricing, and therefore I thought I would just talk about it here. Again, because it's a K-beauty brand, I was not very sure if I should include it or not, but eventually I thought I mean, it's priced at a drugstore price, so I thought I would just talk about it anyway. This is the Ink Intense Stick in the shade 08, which is called Odd Rose. This is the most fabulous cream, not cream, sorry, most fabulous matte lipstick, which is creamy in my opinion. It just glides on so beautifully on your lips. It does not highlight any of your lip lines. It does not dry your lips out. It doesn't look crusty or crunchy at the end of the day. It does not fade off in patches. It just stays put so beautifully. It performs as well as a lot of other high-end lipsticks that I've tried. This matte formula is just so good. It's just, especially if you have dry lips, I highly recommend checking this out. They do have a couple of other shades which are all very much brown and nude type of shades, and this I think is the more pinky. This is the only shade which is has a little bit more pink in it versus the rest of them. The rest of them are very, very brown leaning. So yeah, this is a shade. Let me just swatch it. This is the shade Odd Rose. This is a very nice neutral shade for me. I love this shade. And it's an extremely, like I said, very creamy and very nice, and it's kind of very much reminiscent of a lot of higher end formulas. And again, for $10, I think, you know, the price is right and the formula is great, and you can easily buy it off of Amazon. You get it like 2-3 days, it's there at your doorstep. So it's pretty much drugstore in my opinion that way. So yeah, that's the lip product that I want to talk about. The other lip product is actually a creamy lipstick, which again I feel is like not too many people talk about. It's from the brand Joah. Joah is found at CVS, and they also have their own website where you can pick these products up from. And I love a lot of products from Joah Beauty. In fact, I think I've mentioned a lot of them in my videos, you know, my past videos. I think last year sometime I tried a lot of their products, and I do love a lot of them. So this lipstick is actually one of them. This is the creamy formula. They have a lot of lip products. I haven't tried a lot of their other products. They do have quite a few matte formulas as well. This is the only creamy lipstick line that they have. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, the line, but it's the creamy lipsticks that they have, which are packed like this. This is the shade Squad Goals. This cream formula is very comfortable, very beautiful, and very, very, what do you say? Makes your lips look really nice and juicy. So this is the shade Squad Goals, which is kind of like a reddish kind of a shade. This is very nice. Again, very comfortable. Again, very much like any other luxury lipstick. It's just very nice. It stays put for a cream formula. I feel like it has a pretty good lasting power. It does last through like mild eating and drinking. So yeah, you don't really need to touch up too often. It's pretty pigmented, and it's very comfortable on the lips, and it's very lightweight on the lips as well. Sometimes creamy lipsticks can feel a little heavy on the lips. I don't notice that with this. So yeah, the formula is very nice. The price, I think, again is like around $10 or less, if I remember right. I think I got this at a sale where I got it like at $5 or $4 or so. I'm not sure if the original price is above 10, but I don't think it's above 10. As much as I remember, as far as I remember, this is around maybe max $10, which again is a very nice price for a drugstore lipstick, for something that performs so well. So this particular shade is very beautiful as well. Maybe I should have worn this today actually. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. So these were some of the products which I thought are like hidden gems at the drugstore. Yeah, so like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in another one. Bye.